Alright guys, so remember how recently I told you in one of my rant videos that I didn't understand the point of Goodwill or thrift store haul videos. Look at all the stuff I bought and how great is it. Woohoo! Be happy for me. Tell me how lucky I am in the comment section below. It didn't make sense to me. Then I started thinking about, well, if somebody's looking to get inspiration for things to buy and then sell later on eBay or on Amazon or Craigslist or whatever, then it makes sense, because now you're giving them ideas, things to look out for, tips and tricks and whatnot, and you're trying to help them out. Then it makes sense. So I decided recently I wanted to start playing a little game. Alright. I decided I was going to start buying some stuff from thrift stores and selling it on eBay and on Amazon. I'm not looking to do this as an additional income. I'm more looking at it like each dollar I spend or make is like a point in a video game kind of thing. You know, just making it for fun. And this video game happens to give out prizes. The stuff that I can keep or buy with the profits will just be prizes. It's kind of weird to think of it that way, but that's kind of how I'm doing it. I'm certainly not going to rely on any income that I'm making off of thrift stores and selling things on eBay. So I got some stuff. I wanted to show you some of the things I got and why I got them, and what I'm keeping, what I'm selling. And I got all these mugs here. These guys, I don't know how much they'll sell for. I got between these three right here, I think I spent about $1, because these two, oh I'm sorry, no, I spent about $1.50. These two were 30 cents a piece. This one was $1. Everyone's seen the smiley face mug before. I'm sure that'll sell. If it doesn't, then I'll keep it. These two guys were a bit of a risk for me. I went on eBay, did a quick search for AT&T mugs, and all the ones I was seeing were selling between $10 and $20 a piece, but I didn't see these ones. So I don't know what they'll sell for, if they'll sell. So that's the mugs. And these two mugs. These two mugs, I got them partially because I kind of liked them. I thought they were kind of cool looking. These vintage kind of, I don't really see it, but some people say they're creepy clowns. I got these guys. I showed them to a friend of mine who said that he had them when he was a kid, so I went on eBay and did a quick search for vintage clown mugs, and lo and behold, these two particular mugs happened to show up. There was a collector's set of like 6 of them. I think it was 6 of them, and each one individually was selling for $10. I paid $1 for the both of them, 50 cents a piece. So I'm happy with that one. I guess I'm going to go ahead and put those on eBay. All these Angry Birds. I saw a bag full of all of these Angry Birds you see up here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in total. I saw a bag for all of them, and I got the tag right here. It was $6.06. I picked up the bag because I know of Angry Birds. I know they're very popular still, and I decided to go ahead and do a quick search on eBay. Angry Bird plushies. I saw this clown one, these two clown ones, recently sold on eBay for $5 a piece. So I figured $6, $5, $10. My rough estimation between all of them, if I sell them individually, is probably between $30 and $40. So I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. That's going to give me some extra points. This guy right here, I got this. It was $1. I feel I overpaid for it, honestly. But the reason I got it was I made one of these things when I was a kid. I thought they were so much fun. I got it as a visual reminder. First I was just going to take a picture of it and just keep it on my phone to remind me that I wanted to make one of these things. But I figured I'd go ahead and drop the, I'm sorry, $1.21, the $1.21 for this thing. What it is it's a 2x4, but it's a tic-tac-toe game. You have 2 different color marbles. One player has one color marbles, one player has the other color, and you sit there and you play your tic-tac-toe games. When you're all done, this top part twists like that, and you put the marbles right inside of here. It's a simple little project, but it's a clever one. And so I'm going to make some more of these myself, just for the nostalgia of it, and I'll probably give away some of them to my friends or you know, mostly kids that are of that age. You know, of that age where marbles are known not to choke on, but still young enough where they might not be able to have a phone yet. Let's see here. What else do I got here? I was thinking about trying my hand at making fire starters out of some of the sawdust that I have. The sawdust, the dryer lint, and I was slightly curious about it, but I wasn't too serious about it. And I started looking around online at how much paraffin wax was, and it was more money that I wanted to, than I would, the amount it would cost me to buy the paraffin made it so I was not that interested in making my own fire starters. I carry a lighter with me because it's a clever thing to do. So I wasn't too worried about it. But I went out to a thrift store, I think it was Vintage Village, and the day I was there was a red sale day. And this block of 1 pound of wax was $1. So I went ahead and got this for 50 cents. So I was like, alright, well, shoot. Now I can go ahead and try it. If I don't try it, I don't try it. It's 50 cents. I'll survive with that loss if it comes down to it. I also got this clock, 80 cents. Now, am I at all interested in the clock whatsoever? No. I could care less about this clock. What I am interested in is that it's got the hands for the clock, and it's got a clock mechanism in the background. So I can go ahead and take the clock mechanism out, take the hands off, and throw away the rest of it, and voila. If I decide to make a clock for my shop, 40 cents, I can go ahead and make one, and I don't have to go out to eBay or out to the store and pick up one of their clock mechanisms for $5, $10 or whatever they cost. Let me see here, what else we got here? That goes along with what I was talking about in one of my rants, where I was talking about looking at things for what they physically are. Not just what they are, but what they physically are, the parts of them. I'm always taking stuff, I'm going to use this as an example, I'm always taking stuff like this apart, and I always keep the screws and the nuts and the bolts and the little bits and bobs that come out of them. Not the plastic pieces, but you know, the pieces that can be reused. And up until recently, I've always been keeping them in baby food jars, empty Gatorade bottles, soda bottles, coffee cans, things like that. And recently I was thinking, you know, I need to go ahead and make a little drawer system for all these little pieces. Then I'm out of the thrift store, and I stumbled upon this guy. This guy was, I think he was just under $7. He's got all these little drawers that come out, and you just toss whatever you got in there. Now, of course, it already comes with a bunch of stuff in here, so I'm going to have to sort through this, figure out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, what I want to get out of this thing. I'll go back in there. I'll show you the records. Each one of these things, I think, was either 50 cents or 70 cents a piece. The original movie soundtrack for Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta and all of his white-suited glory, his white-suited disco glory. I got a bunch of friends that enjoy this movie, so this one I'm going to go ahead and keep, and I'll probably just give it to one of them as just for the laughs of it. I got another record. The reason I got it was because it was so absurd and some circles offensive, but it depends on how it's given to somebody. I got it as a gag gift, and that's exactly what I intend to sell it as. I'm going to see if I can sell it for like $5. But it is a How to Keep Your Husband Happy workout record. I thought it was just too funny. I'm going to list this as a gag gift for like a newlywed couple or something like that. $5 and see if anybody gets it. I got this guy right here, as you can see. It's made out of a 1x material, and the rockers on the bottom are just 2x4s. I thought it was real simple, real clever. It was $1.30. So I went ahead and I got it, and I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to get some of that 1/8" hardboard and make a pattern off of it. Hopefully I don't have to tear it apart in order to do so, but make a pattern off of it. And once I have the pattern, if I don't have to tear it apart, I'll put this on Craigslist because I don't need it. You know, I'll put it on Craigslist, or I'll give it to some little girl and maybe make my money back. It's $1.30. I'd pay more than that just for the pattern, so I'm not really that concerned with it. I saw this guy. This guy was right next to this one. They're both the same price, another $1.30. It is a kid's toy to teach your child how to open up all kinds of different latches and door knobs and stuff like that. All these different types of latches. And every single parent that I've shown this to has told me the exact same thing. I don't want to teach my kid how to open all these latches, then I'm going to be in trouble. I get it. So I can see why this wouldn't be a very popular kid's toy. On top of that, it's broken here. There's a split that runs all the way, well, not across the door, but all the way across the entire top of it. There's $1.30. I'm sure it's been sitting there for a while. I think when they originally got it, there was two, and the other one was so beaten up that took it apart, put all the hardware inside this little baggie, and all the other doors inside of this one. So you can see some of the hinges are busted off and everything else. So I was looking at this thing and I was like, I don't know, I mean I could fix it up, but I'm not really that concerned. I don't really see a point in fixing it up because I really don't want it. Well, then I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and look at it for what it physically is, like I keep on saying. Well, now it makes a lot of sense to get it. So $1.30, and with that $1.30 I got all these little pieces, all these little screws, latches, chain, hinges, all these little fixtures and stuff like that. And I got whatever, I don't know how many hinges that are functional inside of this bag. But I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know there was another one in here somewhere. Number 8. 8 hinges. All these, or was it 8 latches just on this piece? There's a bunch more inside of here. Many duplicates. And all the stuff that's in here, plus the handle. I think that just the hardware alone is worth more than $1.30. So I figured this probably would have been there for a while until somebody came along and said, look at all that hardware. Now some of it's plastic, I'll admit, but it's still functional. There's nothing wrong with it. So I went ahead and I grabbed this. I'm not disappointed at all. That's $1. That's going to go towards the what I'm keeping funds. I think I did the math on what I'm expecting to make out of a lot of this stuff. I think I spent about $40 on everything, including the stuff that I'm looking to sell. And the stuff that I'm looking to sell was somewhere around, I think I did the math for, it was a guesstimation of around $70, around $50 to $70. I also went ahead and I got another bag of towels. These are stained towels, $5.95 a piece. Some of these stains are like tiny little dots. Like there's a towel in here, it took me 5 minutes to figure out where the stain was. I saw this one, it's a beach towel with a bunch of fish on it. So I'm going to toss that towel on eBay. I didn't see any stains on it whatsoever. So I'll keep on looking, but if I don't see any more stains on it, or if the stain is microscopic like the other one, I'll go ahead and I'll toss it on eBay, see if I can sell it for $5 or $2 or something like that. I paid $5.95 for that bag, and now you guys will no longer have to stare at that horrible zebra print towel that I've been using to work on that brace of mine. So you're welcome. Alright guys, so that's what I got going on right now. Like I said, I'll go ahead, I'll start posting all this stuff on eBay and seeing what I can get for it. What I want to do with the money is just be able to, I love going to thrift stores. I always find stuff that I can use for my projects, you know, which is right here too. Things that I can find that will become a project, or things that'll help me out, like this guy right here. Inspiration for more projects. I find all kinds of good stuff. Hey kitty, how you doing? Yeah? Whoa. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, I happen to love balsa blankets. I got this guy for $2 there. This one's going to go in the keep pile as well. I find them very, very convenient. Great for couches. And this one has to always sharpen her nails in it. Yeah. Alright. So, that's what I got. That's what's going on. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let you guys know how things are going. I got some more videos coming up real soon. I think there's another one posting any minute now, actually. So, yeah. Keep subscribed. Keep looking for things. Keep your minds open. Think about things a little bit different than everybody else does, and you'll be able to start seeing things the way you should see things. All that hardware.